All right, welcome to a box of pennies. I'm gonna go through these. I've had this box of pennies. It's been open for a few months now. I need to go through them and see what I can find in here. I don't see, didn't see any enders. I don't remember from the top side. I haven't looked at the underside. So we're going to go through this and see what we got. I do have a lot of pennies, so I'm going to probably be heavy on penny hunts coming up. So lots of good stuff to look for. This looks like it does have a lot of good 80s. There's a 60, there's 70. It does look like 77. It does look like there's some good copper enders. So this box might have some good stuff on the inside. Fingers crossed. Let's find some good stuff. And then when we're done, we'll check the finds against penny albums there. Intro, take 473. Cue music. Cue coins.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Now pick them up. I'm not rich. And don't forget to check out my merch store. We've got some new logos. All kinds of different options, shirts, mugs, bags, even pillows. I might have to get me a pillow. Everything's customizable. You can change the size, shape, and location of your logo and even move it to the back or add stuff to the back. Thank you very much. Link in the description below. All right, roll number 2. And I've got a 1944 wheat cent I've come across here. 1944. How about that? This one's out of Philly. There's no mint mark on it. That is our first wheat cent. Woohoo! All right. Well, I'm still on the second roll, and I've come across this 2012, and on the top of the shield here, there is a die chip. Oh, looks like my toothpick is bent. There we go. Yeah, there's a small die chip. You can find some die cracks and die chips on the top of the shield, on all the shield cents, but they're usually pretty tiny and pretty small and hard to see. But this is getting to a decent size where you can see it without a magnifier, so that's pretty cool. That's an interesting find, so I'll just toss it up here, boop, and we'll keep going. Okay, I'm on roll 11, and right here, not quite on the camera, right here, I noticed, I just poured it out, noticed I had a wheat cent peeking out. So let's see. Oh, hey, it's another 1944. It's our second 1944, second wheat cent. All right, that's awesome. All right, let's see what else we see. Okay, I am on roll number 8, and I was looking at this 94. 94 does have some double die that you can find in this last pillar, in between the last 2 pillars here of the memorial. But if you look here, there is a nice little die crack that runs all the way from the top down into the memorial there. It's pretty cool find. Nice. All right, we're gonna set it up here. No wheat cents, no more wheat cents yet. Okay, I'm on roll 14, and it looks like I've got another wheat cent here. Let's see, it's 1956 out of Denver. Nice, it's another wheatie. Awesome, we'll add that up here with the others, and hope we get more soon. Okay, roll 15. Do you see what I see? You do? It's a wheat cent. Hopefully you can see it. Let's flip this over and see which one it is, what date we got. Oh, hey, it's another 1956 out of Denver. Nice. It's like one of those. Boom. All right, I made it to roll 20, and move this over a little bit. Come across a wheat cent. Couldn't see because it is a bit corroded. It looks like it's got some corrosion or some dirt or some gunk on it, something. But I couldn't tell what it was. And it is another 1944. So third one of those. All right. All right, well, we'll keep looking and See what else we see. All right, roll 27. Got another wheat cent here. It's 1955 out of Denver. That's another wheatie. One more wheat cent for the books up here. All right, so I have finished the box, and I set this one to the side because I wanted to do some research on it. It didn't match anything that I knew offhand, but I did some research probably about the past 30 minutes looking at the double dies online and in the Cherry Picker's Guide. And this one looks to match to FS 103. It's a double die obverse, FS 103 in the Cherry Picker's Guide, or DDO number 3 out on Variety Vista. The In God We Trust and Liberty looks like it has some doubling on it. Although this one is slightly worn, it's in pretty good shape. Out on Variety Vista, they only have the early die state examples. They don't have anything for they don't have any of the later die states, and I think I have a later die state, but it does have, there is a die crack here, and here, which are some of the die markers that match to FS 103. So I might send this over to Dr. Wiles over at Variety Vista to get them to verify that that is what I am seeing. And if it is a later die stage, I'm sure he would add the pictures to his to Variety Vista. But that would be really cool if this is it. So I'm going to put this one on as a 90%. Should be DDO number 3 or FS 103. And maybe get that verified at a later date. All right, so wrapping up, hit 6 wheat cents, 344s, 55 out of Denver, and 256s out of Denver. 1983, that looks like it's FS 103 in the Cherry Picker's Guide. That's a double die obverse, so DDO FS 103. This one has a little die chip on top of the shield, and this is a 2012, and I've got this 1994 that has the die crack that runs down there. It's very small, but interesting. And then I hit 5 2009s with the Lincoln reverses. This one on the end is quite nice, so that one hopefully will be a upgrader somewhere. All right, so let me check the albums and see where we're at, and I will come back and let you know what we got. All right, so first album for the Wheat Cent album, I've got the 44 here. It is in a nicer shape than the one that's in there. The one that's in there, it does have a lamination on it, but this one has much more detail. Grade level wise, it's probably 2 or 3 grades higher than this one that's in here. So I'm going to go ahead and switch this one out. This is the only one for the Wheat Cents, so only one here in this book. All right, we're going to hit book number 2 now. Got this 1962. It's in pretty good shape. It's got a nice chocolatey look to it, copper look. It's decent, and does have a little corrosion on the back, but I'm going to go ahead and fill the spot with that one, because that is pretty decent for what it is. Then over here, I've got a 1969. That is very close. The one in there is a little bit dirtier, and it's hard to see the date. So I think I'm going to switch it out, even though it's kind of a side grade, just slight upgrade. You know, yeah. Then we're going to go over to 70s. If I can hold this straight. Got a 1975 that's more red. It's still a bit dirty than the 75 Denver that's in there. So I'm going to upgrade that because I don't come across a lot of really nice 75 out of Denvers. Hopefully we'll get a better one soon. I got a pretty nice 1977 here. The one in there has some scratches and stuff. And and such. It's close, but this one is a bit cleaner than this one here as I'm looking at it. I don't know if it's quite showing up on the camera, so I'm going to switch that out. And what about same with this 1978? The one in there has a fingerprint and is dirty spots and stuff. This one has a couple of spots, but they are much smaller. So I'm going to switch that out. I've got a 79 again. This one here is pretty nice. The one in there is pretty dirty. So I'm going to switch that one as well. Let's see. Let's go on to the 80s. All right. Over here in the 80s, got a 1987 out of Denver. That is nice and red. The one in there is red, but it's got a layer of dirt on it. I'm going to switch that one out. Got an 89, which is about the same boat. Just nicer red one than what's in there. And that is it for book number 2. I had a lot of really nice 1990s, but the ones that are in here are just a bit nicer. So I could not upgrade those. All right, for book number 3, all the nice ones I picked out were not quite nice enough to upgrade, but this 2009 is just ever so slightly nicer than the one that's in there. The one that's in there has a couple of little spots on it and a little dirt on the high points and stuff. And this one is just blinging out there. It is quite nice. So I'm going to upgrade that one. But that is it for the second book, the third book. All right, so there we have it. I've got all the stuff upgraded here. We had 8 total upgrades and 1 spot filled. Now the 1977, I ended up not using it as I got looking at it. Really good. I decided the one in the book was already good enough, so I did not upgrade that one. So overall, 8 upgrades and 1 spot filled is pretty good. 6 wheat cents is a little light for a box, but hey, I'm not going to complain. Any box that I find wheat cents in is a good box. Well, any box I can get a hold of is a good box. All right. Well, I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. And drop a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. All right. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Have a great day.